is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Following the interception, Young. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. They go play action. Young. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible to continue this big season.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And taken right at the 35. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 21 carries, 121 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second and 9, Young. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
There's another one complete to Chenault. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great...
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Laviska Chenault with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings us 3rd and 4.
To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins now. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Cousins on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Trying the power game with Ham. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Young. Steps away. That's to Chenault downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Young toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Cousins. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Cousins again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins, and he'll find Thielen on the right side, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Marr is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Robert, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading them out. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Panthers.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So we come upon halftime. Intermission past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Young now. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panthers first down.
It's Young off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And the reception made by Green. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And some room to roam now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Young. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Drive will start with Nwangu. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, 47 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Maher on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive of 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
3 quarters in the books. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're going to get a call from that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On play action, Young on the move to his left. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 3 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Forced out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Young off the play fake. Out to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Throwing his Cousins. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Young, back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw, Young. That is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined.
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! LaVisca Chenault from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Moore, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Young on 3rd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Young here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He's going to look deep for more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 27, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down. Here's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Cousins now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles.